Hi there. In this video, we'll be covering have your book published. You have some important decisions to make regarding your book publishing path, and the tips in this video will help empower you as you take that journey. By the end of this video, you will learn how to choose the right publishing path, how to get your draft in order, and whether you want to work with professionals or do it yourself. And stay tuned until the end of the video for a free resource I really think you're going to enjoy. Let's dive in. Choosing the right publishing path for yourself is an important process. It's a challenging process. It's a meaningful process. But you want to really approach it with clarity in mind. What are the things that you want to accomplish with this book? How do you want to go about doing it? If time is an important element for you and something that really matters, if you want to get this book published in 6 to 9 months, self-publishing is probably the best way to go. If you think that this book has major marketability and you think that you have the opportunity to tell a powerful story, that you have a platform in place that can help you carry this forward, traditional might be the best route. It really is important to break down the elements that you have, the skills that you have, the strengths that you have, and the power of your story. If there's a lot of marketability and a lot of potential behind the story you're telling that people would be very interested in, this would sell a lot of copies, go the traditional route. If this is something that you want to publish for yourself, maybe as a CEO, as a thought leader, a legacy project, something to help you build your brand, then self-publishing is a great, great option for you. There's really no wrong answers. It's just, taking the time to figure out what is the best option. The next step in the process is getting your draft in order. In order to have a successful production process, in order to take the next steps forward with your manuscript, with your draft in hand, you want it to be in good shape. A good friend of mine, Chad, he is a great writing coach and he works with a lot of authors, and he talks to them about completing a dirty draft, that first draft, getting it done, and then refining and making it better. And I think that's a really good way to approach it. Everybody has a different approach to this. Some people really refine the chapters and have a draft that's pretty well established and in good shape. And other people get the words down and come back and make it even better and sharper. There's no wrong answer. Really, the answer is getting the words down, getting the words out on the page, getting a draft aligned in strong shape, and making this book as strong as possible. And if that means working with the draft that you have finished, going back to it and making changes, great. Whatever the case may be, it's important for you to understand how you work best. How do you get things done? Think about projects that you've finished and accomplished, either with other people or by yourself. What made you successful? What were the things that you did that helped you get there? All of those skills that you have, all of the talents and abilities you have are going to help you get this book in draft condition, in manuscript shape, in strong shape. All the things that you can bring to the table, all of your skills and perspectives and experiences and insights are going to come together to help you finish this draft. But you need to get the draft in order to be able to move forward and take the next step forward. Without the draft, there's no production, there's no editing, there's no cover, there's no all these other things that come into place later. You need to get the draft done first in order to have the book. So figure out what it takes for you to get it done and keep pushing, keep working at it. All throughout this process, from book ideation to publication, it's important to consider what you can do yourself, what you have the resources and skills for, the steps that you can approach yourself, and the things that are outside of the scope of your skills. What are the things that you need help with? Because then you can actually go and specifically target those things. I've worked with companies that help authors get across the finish line and any facet of the book that they're working on. And with a lot of them, it wasn't that they needed everything. They needed more specific things. And I think it's great to be able to pinpoint and focus on those specific things that you need, whether it's editing support, whether it's design work. Maybe you're a designer and you can use Canva to create a book cover. It's great to be able to, as we just talked about, bringing your own perspectives and experiences into this process. Maybe there's great skills that you have that can benefit the book journey. But if there's skills that are outside of your skill set, if there's experiences and things that you don't understand, work with other people. A great option for finding people that I wanted to highlight is called Reedsy. It's a website that is a marketplace that allows you to find and connect with book professionals. They only accept the top 3% of applicants. I was recently accepted as a ghostwriter. I'm on that platform. People can find me there. But you can find designers, marketers, ghostwriters, coaches, editors, all these sorts of skilled professionals in these specific areas. And what's interesting is that when you work with these professionals and you're looking at the editing and design and the production process leading up to publication, if you work with high quality professionals and have a draft that's in good shape, you could end up spending somewhere between $3,000 and $5,000 to get across the finish line. You know, there's companies out there that will charge you by month by month, and you'll get stuck paying month after month trying to get this book published, when in fact you could actually work with specific professionals, pay the professionals the rate that they work for, and end up getting the same tier of work and end up having a really successful launch for $3,000 to $5,000 if you spend your money wisely. So there's a way to go about doing this in a DIY model with some additional support like editing or design work and have a really successful launch. So Reedsy is a really great platform and one I highly recommend. If you want to learn more about have your book published, there's another video that I think you should check out. It's called How to Publish Your Book. I'll link to it on the screen. In that video, I cover every element of the book publishing process: editing, design, book description, marketing, promotion, all the things that lead up to launch day on forward. You know, if you're interested in learning more about the book process, you should definitely check out that video. Remember, a good book can change your life. I'm Dan Good. Thanks for watching.